Y'all could probably hear that bottle, couldn't you? Yeah. Oh man, today's gonna be fun. Oh, today's gonna be a good day. I just hit the gym for the first time in a year. I feel great. I got a protein shake and I'm gonna mash some dinner later. Oh yeah. All right. Let me just make sure everything looks good, looks well. The ship is in the harbor now. You know, they're still making videos about the graphics cards not being available. I think we all know that. But we need to be aware. All right, it looks like we are playing with gasoline. Are we in the Purple Palace? Oh, yeah, are we here? Let's check and see. Let's check and see. If not, I have to make some edits to some stuff. Oh, yeah, we're in the Purple Palace. Welcome, everybody. Hello, welcome back. I seem to be peaking just a tad bit. I am sorry. It's your boy Kid Classic. How you doing? In the Purple Palace. I think that's what I'm gonna call it because I really like the purple feel that we got. Couple of upgrades. I missed last week. I do apologize, but last week was absolutely crazy for me. Yeah, I still got a day job, as most of y'all know. Most of y'all got day jobs. Pretty sure it's just my boys on this shit at this point. So here we are. But yeah, things got crazy at the old Jobberoo, and I missed last week. I had to make some upgrades. I didn't have to. I just chose to with some money I had saved up. And yeah, new motherboard, new processor. So didn't want to pay for the 11. Got a 10. Pretty good cheap. 309 out there. Strix motherboard. Z5. Yeah, Z590. So E Wi Fi. It's beautiful. It's a great little motherboard, man. I wish I could. Actually, check out the Kid Classic Customs Instagram page, and you can see pictures of Lucy. You can actually get to see like where she began and where she is now. So yeah. Oh man, it's kind of cool because I got like enough parts now to even build like a whole new rig. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Crypto mining, something like that. Maybe give it to my girl. She wants to play some of the horror games that are out there. So yeah. Anyway, welcome. All right, guys. We might not get through all of it after looking at how much time is left, even though about a half hour of that may be credit, so we actually might finish it today. But we are going to go to the conclusion of Metal Gear. So when we actually last left off, my man Snake was being attacked by a Hind D. Spoiler alert. Motherfucker wins. Alright. So after he wins the battle, he goes and meets the Sniper Wolf Lady. Now, if you guys remember, there's a character named Meryl. Meryl is trying. I think that's the best way to put it. She's trying, right? And every time she tries, things happen. She got kidnapped a total of two times at this point, three times technically. She's been shot in leg, arm. Did not get shot in the head. Yeah, then you get tortured for about a good 30 minutes. And then after that, yeah, you break out and you about to fight Sniper Wolf after the Hind D and all that good crap. So yeah, we went and missed the torture scene. I think did we see that? Were we there with that one? Were we there with that one? Because that's kind of like a thing. Oh man, up. I went back a little too far. Oh no. Oh no. Here we go. Here we go. Hind D. Stupid boss battle. We're gonna start off with where Hal is, man. And y'all remember I hate Hal. And in later games, y'all gonna figure out why I do not like this dude Hal so much. Yeah, but yo, right now we sitting back, we feel good. We about to drink protein shakes. You can drink your beer, you can do whatever you want to do. Get right. If you got it, light it. Anyway, yeah, we'll go ahead and get started. 214 with How. God, I cannot stand this dude. You'll understand why later.
Talking about someone's aiming at me in the middle of this blizzard. It's her. Wolf? Sniper Wolf? Yes, it's her. It's definitely her. Otacon, you sound like you're happy.
He is.
No, I'm not.
He is.
So then what is it?
Oh my god.
Snake, please don't kill her. Are you insane? Please. She's a good person. You'd know that if you talked to her. Listen to me, kid. She's a merciless killer.
I can see you perfectly from here.
Who's calling him kid? How old is this dude?
I told you, I'd never quit the hunt. Now you're mine.
Wolf, no, you can't.
Don't get between a wolf and its prey.
Back off,
You're pretty good if
motherfucker.
you can hit me in this storm.
You see, women naturally make better soldiers.
Wolf, don't do this.
I do believe that there's some like
I'm
certain
near.
things women can do way better than men that
Can't you
would like
sense me near you?
some
It's a
military
mistake
purpose.
for
I
a
don't actually know
sniper to
what it is,
reveal our
but that's
location.
something.
Is that
I've
right?
heard. You hit that
Well,
tip with
I'm
some
going to
buckshot.
send you a love letter, my dear. Do you know what that is?
Your phone number?
It's a bullet straight from my gun to your heart.
Nah,
Please, Wolf. Snake, no!
Quiet! Don't get in our way.
Now I'm gonna pay you back for Meryl.
You men are so weak. You can never finish what you start.
I love the music though. I used to really get so hyped to this music. Bye. And this was like an exciting battle to be fought. Come on, she hit arm. Hit the arm. But I will say, for like the time, Metal Gear Solid did have like a great feel to you actually shooting what it is. Five. And her uniform changed with the blood right there.
I waited for this moment. I am a sniper. Waiting is my job. Never moving a muscle. Concentrating. I am Longshot. You cannot save me. Please,
Tears.
just finish me quick. I am a Kurd. I have always dreamed of a peaceful place like this.
A Kurd. So that's why you're called Wolf.
I was born on the battlefield. Raised on the battlefield. Gunfire, sirens, and screams. They were my lullabies. Hunted like dogs, day after day. Driven from our ragged shelters.
I feel all that.
That was my life. Each morning I'd wake up and find a few more of my family or friends dead beside me. I'd stare at the morning sun
Oh, that's a
and
tree.
pray to make it through the day. The governments of the world turned a blind eye to our misery. But then, he appeared. My hero. Saladin. He took me away from all that.
You can't.
Saladin? You mean Big Boss?
I became a sniper. Hidden. Watching everything through a rifle's scope. Now I could see war. Not from inside, but from the outside. As an observer. I watched the brutality, the stupidity of mankind through the scope of my rifle.
That's so deep.
I joined this group of revolutionaries to take my revenge on the world.
A revenge on the world.
But I have shamed myself and my people. I am no longer the wolf I was born to be. In the name of vengeance, I sold my body and my soul. Now I am nothing more than a dog.
Damn.
Wolves are noble animals. They're not like dogs. In Yupik, the word for wolf is Keglenek, and the Aleuts revere them as honorable cousins. They call mercenaries like us dogs of war. It's true. We're all for sale at some price or another. But you're different. Untamed. Solitary. You're no dog. You're a wolf.
Who are you? Are you Saladin?
Wolf. You spared Meryl's life.
She was never my real target. I don't kill for sport.
Rest easy. You'll die as the proud wolf you are.
I finally understand. I wasn't waiting to kill people. I was waiting for someone to kill me. A man like you.
His head was all over the place.
You're a
Look
hero.
at his face.
Please. Set me free.
And then this bitch made motherfucker. Oh my god.
I love you.
What is it?
My gun. Give it to me. She's part of me.
Oh my god.
Everyone's here now. Okay, hero. Set me free.
Goodbye. Snake, you said that love could bloom on a battlefield. But I couldn't save her. What are you doing?
You irritate me, Hal.
Returning it to its owner. I don't need a handkerchief.
Why?
I don't have any more tears to shed.
Baller.
I'm going to the underground base. We're out of time.
I know.
You'll have to protect yourself now.
Get
Don't
up.
trust anyone.
Yeah.
If I can't stop Metal Gear, this whole place will probably be bombed to hell.
Yeah.
We might not meet again.
I'll hang on to my codec. I'm
better.
gonna keep helping.
You can leave anytime. Get a head start. A head start on your new life.
That's real. That's real, man.
Snake! What was she fighting for? What am I fighting for? What are you fighting for?
If we make it through this, I'll tell you.
In other words, I gotta go to work, dog.
Okay,
Uh,
I'll be searching too.
he knows. You're the one who don't. Okay. I'm sorry. I just do not like how you'll find.
Middle gear is straight down. Better move it. There's no time. The terrorists are ready to launch. Negotiations are all finished. The government can't cave into terrorist demands, but they're threatening to launch a nuclear weapon. They've made their final decision. Why is the White House being so inflexible? Colonel, is there still something you're hiding from me? Snake, please. Just concentrate on stopping them, okay?
I don't trust you, dog.
Snake, I've got something to tell you about Naomi Hunter.
What about her?
Is this conversation secure?
Don't worry, the monitor's off.
Okay.
What's up?
I was in the FBI too, you know.
I didn't know that. What's your point?
Dr. Hunter's story about her background, about her grandfather being an assistant secretary to Hoover in the FBI.
Yeah?
And then going undercover to investigate the Mafia in New York.
Yeah, what about it?
It was all a big lie.
I told y'all she was
What
lying.
did you say?
It was really bothering me. Why would she lie about it?
She lied.
She might be a spy.
Ridiculous.
Come on, even a high school student could see past it. The head of the FBI at that time, Edgar Hoover, he was a well-known racist. Didn't Naomi say that her father was Japanese?
Yeah.
Well, back then, there wasn't a single Asian investigator. Also, in the 1950s, the undercover Mafia sting operations hadn't even started yet. They first started in 1960, in Chicago, not New York. But you better check it out. The chief and the president mysteriously dying, that ninja, too many strange things are happening.
Are you saying that Naomi might be behind it?
I don't know. Either that, or she's working with the terrorists.
Could it be?
If I find out anything, I'll call. In the meantime, be careful.
Voice acting back here was so baller. Oh man, my guy. By far the best boss in maybe the entire series. Definitely this game.
Welcome, Cossack. This is the end of the road for you. Right, my friends? Listen, they agree. Ravens aren't scavengers like most people think. They're simply returning to the natural world, that which is no longer needed. Sometimes they even attack wounded foxes.
You were the one in the M1 tank? Must have been a tight fit for a big boy like you.
But that was no true battle. The Ravens and I were testing to see what kind of man you were. The judgment is decided. The Ravens say you are a true warrior.
Thank you. I try. Oh, on the TV.
I can't move. The Raven has put the mark of death upon you.
He's so dope.
The east flows within your veins. Your ancestors too were raised on the barren plains of Mongolia. Inuit and Japanese are cousins to each other. We share many ancestors, you and
I don't have any crows in my family tree.
You jest, but indeed ravens and snakes are not the best of friends. Nevertheless, you will make a worthy adversary.
Bruh.
You live in Alaska too. You know of the World Eskimo Indian Olympics.
Yeah, I know it. Must be a real threat in the muck duck eating contest.
Yes, you are right. But there another event that I excel at. It is called the Ear Pull. It is an event where two opponents pull each other's ears while enduring the harsh cold. It tests spiritual as well as physical strength.
Bro, that's so dope.
Each other's ears?
The form is different, but the spirit is the same. Rejoice, Snake. Ours will be a glorious battle.
This isn't glorious. It's just plain killing. Violence isn't a sport.
Well, we'll see if there's irony or words.
Best villain in the game. I do remember like this being kind of an annoying battle. That's the reason why. Because if he turned around, he could shoot the daggone the rocket. And if I'm not mistaken, the blocks would fall. What stuff would fall. So like you have more ammo up top. That was bad. Man, that was a bad AI. This is the raw part. This is so raw.
Just as the boss said, my existence,
Hi, Maggie.
which is no longer needed in this world. But my body will not remain in this place. My spirit and my flesh will become
The
one
game
with the
picks up
heavens.
so much here.
In that way,
Stick with me,
I
yo.
will return to Mother Earth who bore me.
Whew.
Snake! I will be watching you. Understand? Snake, take this security card. It will open that door.
Why?
You are a snake which was not created by nature. You and the boss. You are from another world. A world that I do not wish to know.
Damn.
Go
Damn.
and do battle with him. I will be watching from above. First, I'll give you a hint. The man who you saw die before your eyes.
What is it?
Angry Black Man. DARPA Chief. Donald Anderson. Remember him? Yeah.
That was not the DARPA chief. It was Decoy Octopus, a member of Foxhound.
I love these names.
He was a master of disguise. He copied his subjects down to the blood. So he drained the chief's blood and took it into himself. But he wasn't able to deceive the Angel of Death.
The Angel of Death.
Technically, no. Technically, he did deceive
Why
them.
cause so much trouble? Why impersonate the chief?
That is the end of my hint. You must solve the rest of the riddle yourself.
Fire.
Snake, in the natural world, there's no such thing as boundless slaughter. There's always an end to it. You are different.
What are you trying to say?
The path you walk on has no end. Each step you take is paved with the corpses of your enemies. Their souls will haunt you forever. You shall have no peace. Hear me, Snake. My spirit will be watching you.
There was nothing left. There was nothing left. Okay? So in a matter of like 3 boss fights, it just kind of leveled up to you. And you got so much cinematic glory with Sniper Wolf. And then they hit you with this dreary but very convicted villain in Vulcan Raven. Just, I don't know what his goals were, but you knew he believed that shit. Like, oh my God, I love it.
Snake, it's me, Master. It's about Naomi. Turn your monitor off.
What about Naomi?
Uh-oh.
Colonel, is Naomi there? No, she's away. She's taking a
That makes
short
more
nap.
sense now. Ah.
So what is this about Naomi?
Okay, maybe we better let the Colonel hear this too.
Yeah, go on, Master.
Well, basically, Dr. Naomi Hunter is not Dr. Naomi Hunter at all.
What?
I thought her story of her background sounded kind of fishy, so I checked it out.
And?
There is an actual Dr. Naomi Hunter, or I should say, there was one. But she's not the woman we know. The real Naomi Hunter disappeared somewhere in the Middle East. Our Naomi must have somehow obtained her identification papers.
So then who is she really?
She must be some kind of spy.
Uh-oh.
A spy?
Yes. Maybe she's been sent to sabotage this operation.
Are you saying she's with the terrorists? I don't want to believe it either, but she is working for Foxhound. So you think she had a part in the uprising?
Or she could be working with some different group altogether.
Ooh, mysteries afoot.
Group. It couldn't be.
Place her under arrest.
What?
She's betrayed us. She needs to be arrested and interrogated to find out who she's with.
If she's one of their spies, then we're in big trouble. What do you mean? Nothing.
Have you let her in on some kind of vital secret or something? Does
Yo,
this
Pete-
have anything to do
Pete
with
probably
the
said,
mysterious
nothing.
deaths of the DARPA chief and the Arms Tech president?
I have no idea.
Going down,
we
Dylan.
cannot
How you doing,
allow her
man?
to participate any further in this mission.
Wait.
Thank you for
wait.
joining, sir.
Without her, we can't complete this mission. I knew it. You're hiding something.
Caught.
Give me some time. I'll try to get it out of her.
Hurry then. We've got to figure out who she is and what she's doing here.
I understand. Snake, give me some time.
You are out of time with me.
Time left for you.
Boom! Love it. A gun is... It's a mechanical robot with a gun for it.
What's wrong? Did you find a good place to hide?
Yeah, thanks to the stealth gear. It looks like they finished getting Metal Gear ready.
How do you know that?
I overheard them talking. Where are you now?
Right in front of Metal Gear, but it's strange.
What is?
There's nobody here. No guards. Nobody patrolling. It's too quiet.
Maybe because they're all ready. They said they even input the PAL codes.
That ain't it, bro.
What should I do?
All we can do is use the override system that President Baker told you about.
But I've only got one of the 3 keys, and
Oh,
besides
yeah.
that, like
This is
Oswald
actually
said, there's
a
some trick to
movie
using the
of a
keys.
game.
Leave it to me.
You got some kind of
Wow,
plan?
this is from 1998.
I'm in the computer
Metal Gear
room
Solid
right
1.
now. I'm trying to access Baker's private files.
Baker's files. Don't you need a password?
Of course, but there are ways.
Hacky hack.
Are you a hacker?
Yep, that describes me pretty well.
That's how I actually got into the game, the demo.
I don't know. I'll give it a
I played
try.
that demo like 1,000 times. And then after a minute, I just bought the game at a Blockbuster that was down the street from my house when I was allowed to walk over there when I was old enough. Apparently I was old enough at 9.
Snake, I did it.
You got past security?
Bingo.
Great. So what do you got?
I accessed the confidential Metal Gear file.
So what about the PAL override system that Baker
Oh
talked
man,
about?
that demo
I
was
haven't
good.
found it yet.
Love it.
That's what I need to know.
But Snake, I found something else.
What?
The secret behind the new nuclear weapon. Just as I thought, the nuclear warhead is designed to be fired from the railgun like a projectile. It doesn't use fuel, so it isn't considered a missile. That way it can get around all sorts of international treaties.
Pretty sneaky.
I heard
Yes,
treaties.
but effective. And that's not even the scariest thing about this weapon.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
It's a stealth weapon.
I bought Spyro off that same
Show up
demo
on
too,
radar.
and Crash Bandicoot, because they
The
had
truth
all of
is,
it.
They've been working on a stealth missile since the late 70s.
I would love to get a
Why
demo
weren't they
pack
able
like
to
that
develop
now.
one until now?
Like, I would really love to get a demo pack of all, a whole bunch of other different games.
Oh yeah.
Or find that one.
But unlike a missile, the railgun doesn't burn any propellant, so it can't be detected by any
And
current
it was the
ballistic missile detection
second or
systems.
third Crash
Invisible
Bandicoot
nuclear
that was on
warhead.
that.
Totally impossible to intercept. And on top of that, it's got a surface-piercing warhead designed to penetrate hardened underground bases.
We learned that lesson in the Gulf War.
This thing could mean the end of the world.
It's the ultimate weapon. And from a political point of view, it avoids the problem of nuclear reduction and nuclear inspections. Colonel, is this true? Are you listening?
Dude, Crash Bandicoot was fun.
If word of this got
I have
out,
no
it
idea
could delay the
what
signing of the START
it
3
really was
treaty and
about.
cause a huge international
I just remember
incident.
slamming boxes.
Yeah, it would be
I do remember the one that was about
The
like the
United
time
States
travel.
would be
That
denounced
was
by
my
the
game.
UN.
The time travel
It could
was
even
fun.
bring the president down.
Did you know this, Colonel?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
HBO is kind of killing it lately,
I won't
and I
make
kind of
any
want to get
excuses.
HBO Max
Snake,
just to
listen
be able
me.
to watch that
This new
and then
nuclear
judge
weapon,
the hell out of
it's
Justice
never
League.
actually been
That's really
tested, only simulated.
You mean they ran a computer model?
Yeah, that's why they were conducting this exercise. They needed to get actual experimental data to back up the simulation.
What were the results of the exercise?
It looks like it went better than they hoped for, but I can't find the data anywhere on this network. You'd think the data as important as that would be carefully recorded.
It was. President Baker gave me an optical disc with all of the test data.
What? Do you still have it?
No, Ocelot took it from me.
The terrorists have replaced the dummy warhead with a real warhead. Once they input the detonation codes, they should be ready to launch.
So you think they can do it?
Well, the dummy warhead was designed to be identical to the real thing, so I think so.
Did you find out how to override it yet?
Not yet. It must be in a separate file. Right now I'm looking through all of Baker's
This is
personal
the only
files.
time Hal's
We're
useful.
counting on
The
you.
only time. Outside of that, I can't stand this dude. Oh.
Okay,
Alright, y'all, this is
I've entered
important.
the PAL codes and disengage the safety device. We can launch anytime.
There's still no response from Washington. It looks like we'll have to show them that we mean business.
Business.
Should I set it for Jonathan Russell?
And his nub.
No, there's been a change. The new target is Locknor, China.
Why, boss?
I'm sure neither you nor Mr. Golukovich would really like to see a nuclear bomb dropped on your motherland, right?
Liquid. But why? There's nothing there.
Wrong. It's a nuclear test site.
A nuclear test site.
If we nuke a major population center, the game's over. But a nuclear explosion at a test site can still be concealed from the public. Meanwhile, Washington will be worried about the retaliatory strike from China.
That'll probably mean top secret talks between both countries' leaders.
Of course. And in the process, the president will be forced to divulge the existence of a new...
I ain't gonna lie, I
highly
love this man's
destabilizing
accent. I
nuclear
wish I
weapon
could
for
talk
the
like this.
Chinese. What do you think that will do to the U.S.'s
Pretentious
reputation?
yet like...
Or the president's?
And with the CTBT, that means that China and India. I see.
Like people pay attention to a voice
When
like
the other
that.
countries hear about this new weapon, they'll all want to contact us. Washington won't be very happy when we start selling their own system to the
No, they
highest
will
bidders. Yes, the president will break. He will give in to our demands.
Big Boss's DNA and $1 billion.
That money will be used to cure our genome soldiers as well. I'm also including the Fox-Die vaccine in our demands.
Fox-Die. It killed Octopus and the Armstead president.
There's a lot of phones going off in the
So it's
background
true
of this.
that it affects older people first.
Coronavirus.
Mantis might not have been affected because he wore a mask.
Perhaps due to those tranquilizers she always took.
Something to do with the adrenaline level in the blood.
Oh, man.
Or maybe it's just because this fox dye was still experimental and they haven't worked out all the bug shit.
In any case, have you heard from your
That was
friend,
just too perfect.
Sergei Golukovich at the Spetsnaz?
He still has doubts about the ability of Metal Gear.
And this game was set in 2005. That's the funny part about it.
He's a very prudent man.
There's nothing to worry about.
Nope.
The Colonel wants Metal Gear and a new nuclear weapon so bad he can taste it. If Russia wants to regain its position as a military superpower, they need to reinforce their nuclear arsenal. They need a nuclear weapon that can't be intercepted. Metal Gear will allow them to gain first strike capability over the rest of the world.
Their regular army's in shambles, and they think they can restore their country's military power with nuclear weapons? Golukovich, he's no warrior. He's a politician.
Well, he's the one who gave us the Hind and most of our other heavy firepower.
He's got over 1,000 soldiers under his command. If we join forces, we can put up quite a resistance here. Since Mantis died, the Genome soldiers' brainwashing has started to wear off. I'm worried about the men's morale. An alliance with the Russians would boost that as well.
What do you say?
We're not going anywhere. We're going to dig in here.
We can still escape.
We've got the most powerful weapon ever made, and we're about to ally with Golukovich's forces.
Are you going to fight the whole world?
What's wrong with that? We can launch a nuclear warhead at any target on this planet. A nuclear warhead invisible to radar. And on top of that, this base is full of spare nuclear warheads. Once we get the DNA and the money, the world will be ours.
What about your promise to Colonel Golukovich?
I have no interest in the revival of Mother Russia.
You're not thinking of reviving Big Boss's dream.
From today, call this place Outer Heaven.
Big Boss's dream. But boss, you're not worried about the PAL being overridden. If the code is in.
Holy shit, it does! It actually might be him. Oh, I gotta know now.
The Aztec president are both dead.
Does Snake know how the override system works?
You interrogated him, don't you know?
He didn't have any keys on him.
Good. Then no one can stop Metal Gear now.
By the way, what should we do with that woman? Want me to kill her?
Alright, we're gonna find out. This might be...
She's Carol's niece, and Snake cares for her. We'll keep her as our ace in the hole.
Meryl, she's alive.
Snake, I found Baker's top secret files.
Great job.
How's it going there?
They've finished inputting the PAL codes. So how do we deactivate them?
Okay, you see the override system that the president was talking about?
I got a name.
It can also be used to input the detonation codes. You see, if you insert the keys when the warhead is active, you
castle in the
deactivate
sky?
it. And if you insert them when it's inactive, it becomes activated. And you can only use the keys once.
Only once, huh?
Yeah, you better get started. We don't have much time.
But it takes 3 keys, right?
Damn, Dylan, I was hoping it was the same guy.
Hold on a minute. You see, that's the trick. You already have all 3 keys.
What are you talking about?
The card key is made of a shape memory alloy.
But see, that's the cool part, because actually in later...
Yes.
Well,
It's a
I
material
think they
that
started around
changes
about
shape
Metal Gear
at
Solid
different
3.
temperatures. The
You start
key is
hearing some
made out
actual
of it.
anime voice acting.
This card key?
And I would dare to say that this is one of the first games that really, because of the cinematics,
So
is
this
literally
key
everything
is actually
about it.
3
Yeah, just
keys
3
in
keys.
one.
You're not missing anything here.
Clever.
Because of the
And you see the
cinematics
input
of
terminals
everything
in the
that
center of the
surrounds
control
this
room.
game,
I see.
started using
Those 3 laptop terminals are
maybe
for
not
the
famous
emergency
names, but
input.
names known
There
to
should
the
be a
nerd
symbol
world,
on each
us,
screen.
the anime
Each
watchers.
symbol corresponds to a different key. Input the keys in order from left to right. The left one's for the room temperature key. See the symbol? Next
The
to
angry
that
British
goes the
dude
low
is kind of
temperature
scary
key.
though.
And bottom right is the high temperature key.
Okay,
Just
I
a
got
dude
it.
who just has like a
First, I
world
change the shape
domination
of the power,
complex
and I
and
input
British.
the
That is
warhead,
super
right?
scary. Like,
That's right. All
he
you do
sounds
is
smart. He
insert
might
the
actually,
card
do
keys.
this shit. Like,
After you insert the key into the module, a hard disk reads the information contained on it. Once you've finished with all 3 terminals, the code input process is complete. But here's the thing. You can only use the key 3 times. It's an emergency system. It's only meant to be used once.
The world is riding on that key, Snake.
I never thought about that.
Damn.
You dropped the damn key. You dropped the key.
Key fell on the drainage ditch.
Snake, this is bulletproof glass. There's no way in. I'll enjoy watching you die.
Oh yeah, no, this game is deep. This game is deep.
You've got to get that key.
The whole thing is about. The whole series is about like the morals of war. Hold on. Whole series is about like what are the morals of war? How do we feel that war is actually fought? Is it right to train people a certain way? Is it right to put so much money into it? Fighting for ideals, like what it's about. It's a deep thing. But the storyline in and of itself, like, just wait till you get to the twist with these two geniuses. This guy and the British dude. Holy shit.
Pal code number 2.
Okay, that takes care of pal code number 1. Now, pal number 2, freeze the key.
Why did you just lay there like that? Yeah. This was so futuristic back when I was a child. I was like, yo, I got car keys.
Awaiting pal code number 3.
But still, it is like nifty with the
There goes
temperature
pal
part.
code number 2. Next comes pal number 3. Warm the key.
This is the part I think is coming out. Yep.
It's about Naomi Hunter.
All
You
right,
should
buckle
talk
up,
to
kids.
the Colonel. He's looking into it.
Turn your monitor off.
Okay, it's off. No one else can hear us. Go ahead.
Sorry, but I didn't want the Colonel to hear.
Okay, so what's up?
I've got a good friend in the Pentagon.
Yeah?
He's the one who told me about it. It looks like the DIA recently developed a new type of assassination weapon.
An assassination weapon?
Snake, have you ever heard of something called Fox Dye?
No. Fox dye. Liquid and the others were talking about it.
Yeah. It's some kind of virus that targets specific people. I don't know all the details, but
What are you trying to say?
it's too similar.
What is?
The cause of death. Didn't the Arms Tech president and the DARPA chief, Decoy Octopus, die of something that looked like a heart attack?
Such a bad name.
Well, apparently Fox Dye kills its victims by simulating a heart attack.
No. You're telling me that Naomi was behind it?
Snake, try to remember. Did Naomi give you some kind of injection?
The nanomachines.
She was in the best position to have done it, but I don't know what her motive was.
Does the Colonel know?
I'm not sure. But he still hasn't questioned her.
Okay, I'll ask him myself. Colonel, what's new with the Naomi situation?
I just placed Naomi under arrest.
Oh!
She was sending coded messages towards the Alaskan base. I didn't want to believe it, but she must be working with the terrorists.
Are you sure?
Plot
I'm
twist.
afraid so. She's being interrogated now.
One of them.
What kind of interrogation?
Well, I'd like to avoid the rough stuff, but we don't even have any sodium pentothal here.
Call me if you find out anything.
So it's true, isn't it?
Naomi, I can't believe it.
That means the Fox Dye vaccine must be around somewhere.
Listen, I've got bigger things to worry about.
But Snake, you might be infected too, you know.
All I can do is leave it up to the Colonel.
Yes, she is.
Snake,
She really is.
can you hear me?
Oh, hell.
It's Naomi.
Naomi? What the hell?
Buckle up, y'all.
Campbell and the others are busy right now. I'm on a different codec.
Naomi, is what the Colonel says true?
Yes. But not everything I said was a lie.
Who are you?
I don't know myself. I don't
deep.
know my real name or even what my parents looked like. I bought all my identification, but my reason for getting into genetics was true.
'Cause you want to know yourself, right?
That's right. I want to know where I came from, my age, my race, anything.
Naomi.
I was found in Rhodesia sometime in the 80s. A dirty little orphan.
Rhodesia? What's now known as Zimbabwe?
Yes. Rhodesia was owned by England until 1965, and there were lots of Indian laborers around.
History, kids.
That's probably where I got my skin color from, but I'm not even sure about that.
Naomi, you're too worried about the past. Isn't it enough to understand?
Yeah, the
who you
music,
are
right?
Understand who I am now? Why should I? No one else tries to understand me. I was alone for so long, until I met my big brother, and him.
Your big brother?
It's so ridiculous. That
Frank
hurts.
Yeager.
Uh-oh.
What?
He was a young soldier.
They changed the sound up. What the hell?
He picked me up near the Zambezi River. I was half dead from starvation, and he shared his rations with me. Yes.
Yeah, and they put the African
Frank
music on for
Yeager.
Africa.
The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.
No. Gray Fox?
We survived that hell together, Frank and I. He protected me. He's my one connection. The only connection I have to my past.
This music is funky though. I like it.
Back to America.
I do like
No.
it.
I was in Mozambique when he came.
Who is he? You mean Big Boss?
Yes. He brought us to this land of freedom. This America. And then he and my brother went back to Africa to continue the war. And that's when it happened. You killed my benefactor and sent my brother home a cripple.
Should have been talking shit,
I
man.
vowed
Like,
revenge and joined Foxhound. I knew it was my best chance to meet you, and I prayed for the day that I would.
So, were your prayers answered?
Yes. I waited 2 long years.
To kill me? Is that all you cared about?
Yes. That's right. 2 years.
fucking psychopath.
All I thought about for 2 long years. Like some kind of twisted obsession.
Like it is. That's exactly what it is.
Not exactly.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. The anime way. Yeah, I get that.
What about Liquid and the others?
I'll have my revenge on them too.
Naomi, you didn't kill that doctor too, did you? The one that used Gray Fox for his genome experiments?
Dr. Clark? No. That was my brother. Afterwards, I covered it up and helped him hide out.
So that ninja, I mean Gray Fox, he's come here to kill me?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I think he just came here to fight you. I wasn't sure before, but now I think I understand. A final battle with you. That's all he lives for. I'm sure of it.
Fox? No. Naomi, tell me something.
He like
About
lives a
Fox
normal
Die.
life. This dude pops out the bushes.
Fox Die is a type of retrovirus that targets and kills only specific people. First, it infects the macrophages in the victim's body. Fox Die contains smart enzymes
As
created
hell.
through protein engineering. They're programmed to respond to specific genetic patterns in the cells.
Those enzymes recognize the target's DNA?
Right. They
She is
respond by becoming active
meticulously
and using
nuts.
the macrophages. They begin creating TNF epsilon.
She invented a virus.
It's a type of cytokine, a peptide which causes
That's
cells
wild,
to
man.
die. The TNF epsilon is carried along the bloodstream to the heart, where they attach to the TNF receptors in the heart cells.
And then they cause a heart attack?
The heart cells suffer a shock and undergo an extreme apoptosis. Then, the victim dies.
Apoptosis?
God.
You mean the heart cells commit suicide? Naomi,
What?
you must have programmed that thing to kill me too, right?
My chest.
Do I still have time? Naomi, I don't blame you for wanting me dead, but I can't go yet. I still have a job to do.
Listen, Snake. I'm not the one who made the decision to use Fox Dye.
Huh? You weren't?
You were injected with Fox Dye as a part of this operation. I just wanted to let you know that. No, that's not the whole truth.
Music's back.
The real thing I wanted to tell you was... Snake,
I think she created COVID, yeah.
Hey, what are you doing?
Snake.
It said eek. It literally said eek.
Naomi!
Snake, I can't allow Naomi to make any more unauthorized transmissions.
What?
Naomi's been removed from this operation.
What happened to Naomi? What did she mean when she said that Fox Dye was a part of this operation? Colonel, let me talk to her.
I won't. She's under arrest.
Colonel, you double-crossed me.
Snake, there's no time for that.
Woo.
Right now, your job is to stop Metal Gear. Okay, Snake?
He got screwed over by everyone. I'd be mad as hell. Like, hey, excuse me, sir. I will not just take this lying down. Oh, wrong button.
I deactivated it.
Thank you, Snake.
It just
Now
keeps...
the detonation code is completed. Nothing can stop Metal Gear now.
Master, what's going on?
You found the key, and even activated the warhead for us, too. I really must express my gratitude. Sorry to have involved you in that silly shape memory alloy business.
What are you talking about?
We weren't able to learn the DARPA chief's code. Even with Mantis' psychic powers, he couldn't read his mind. Then Ocelot accidentally killed him during the interrogation. In other words, we weren't able to launch the nuclear device, and we were all getting a little worried.
Uh-oh.
Without the threat of a nuclear strike, our demands would never be met.
What do you mean?
Without the detonation codes, we had to find some other way. That's when we decided you might prove useful, Snake.
What?
First, I thought we might get the information from you, Snake, so I had Decoy Octopus disguise himself as the
dirty
DARPA
bastard.
chief. Unfortunately, Octopus didn't survive the encounter, thanks to Fox Dye.
You mean you had this plan from the beginning?
Yep.
Just to get me to input the detonation code?
That's right.
Huh? You didn't think you made it this far by yourself, did you?
Who the hell are you?
In any case, the launch preparations are complete.
Who is you?
Glimpses the power of this weapon. The White House will have no choice but to surrender the Fox Dye vaccine to me. Their ace in the hole is useless now.
Ace in the hole?
What the? The Pentagon's plan to use you was already successful in the torture room. Snake, you're the only one who doesn't know. Ah, poor fool.
Who are you anyway?
I'll tell you everything you want to know.
Woo.
If you come where I am, that is.
Where are you?
Very close by.
Snake, that's not Master Miller.
You are so late.
You're too late.
Yeah.
Master Miller's body was just discovered at his home. He's been dead for at least 3 days. I didn't know because my codec link with Master was cut off. But Mei Ling said his transmission signal was coming from inside the base.
So who is it?
Snake, you've been talking to...
Me, dear brother.
Plot twist. Hey. That's how I feel when I take my bonnet off at work. Just
You served your purpose. You may die now.
I feel sexy.
Snake, that's bulletproof glass.
You can't break it with an ordinary weapon.
Hey.
Can you open the security lock here? I'll try. Just hold on for a minute. I hacked into security. Snake, I'm opening the door.
Another thing I don't like about Hal is how useful he actually is.
You like my sunglasses?
I will never understand why this dude was half naked at this point. I will never understand this. But I think I do the same thing. I'll be like, yo, I'm the boss.
Quite well, I must say.
It's intimidating as hell.
The Pentagon are probably saying the same thing.
What the hell are you talking about?
Following orders blindly with no questions asked, you've lost your warrior's pride and become nothing more than a pawn snake.
What?
Stopping the nuclear launch, rescuing the hostages, it was all just a diversion.
A diversion?
The Pentagon only needed for you to come into contact with us. That's what killed the Armstech president and decoy Octopus.
You don't mean...
That's right. You were sent here to kill us so they could retrieve Metal Gear undamaged, along with the bodies of the Genome soldiers. From the beginning, the Pentagon was just using you as a vector to spread Fox Dye.
Fox Dye? It can't be. Are you telling me Naomi was working with the Pentagon?
They thought she was, but it seems that Dr. Naomi Hunter couldn't be controlled so easily.
Nope.
What? We've got a spy working in the Pentagon. He reported that Dr. Hunter altered Fox Dye's program just before the operation, but no one knows how or why.
I wonder... Maybe they arrested her so they can find out the answer to that.
No doubt. But I had no idea she was motivated by such petty revenge. We still don't know what changes she made to Fox Dye's program. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I've already added the Fox Dye vaccine to my list of White House demands.
There's a vaccine?
There must be, but that woman's the only one who really knows. Anyway, it might prove to be unnecessary.
Why's that?
You were successful in coming into contact with all of us.
Ripples on the back, baby. I'm here.
It's true that the Armstech president and decoy Octopus were killed by Fox Dye. But Ocelot, myself, and you, the carrier, were apparently unaffected.
A bug in the virus's programming?
Could be. In any case, if it doesn't kill you, then I'm not worried either. After all, our genetic code is identical.
So it's true. You and I are...
Yes, twins. But we're not ordinary twins. We're twins linked by cursed genes.
Plot twist!
It's enfant terrible. You're fine. You got all the old man's dominant genes. I got the flawed recessive genes. Everything was done so that you would be the greatest of his children. The only reason I exist is so they could create you.
I was the favorite, huh?
That's right. I'm just the leftovers of what they used to make you. Can you understand what it's like to know that you're garbage since the day you were born?
Damn. That's a fucking conundrum. Oh, shit.
You're so obsessed with Big Boss. Some warped kind of love.
Love? It's hate! He always told me I was inferior. And now I'll have my revenge!
Bruh, like...
You should understand me, brother. You killed our father with your own hands!
Woo!
You stole my chance for revenge!
Woo!
Now I'll finish the work that father began. I will surpass him! I will destroy him!
You're just like Naomi.
Well, I'm not like you! Unlike you, I'm proud of the destiny that is encoded into my very genes. Yeah!
Why you jump like that? You said, yeah.
Your blood will be the first to be spilled by this glorious new weapon.
Oh!
Consider it an honor, a gift from your brother. Now I'll show you the power of the weapon that will lead us in the 21st century.
It's moving.
We're all dumpster babies here. I think yes.
How do I stop it?
About to get effed in the B, boy. And the graphics here were so hard in '98. And even now I'm so into it, I'm like, yo, this is still fly. This whole intro. Goosebumps. I have them now. You can't see them, but they're there. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that last part was.
Snake, Rex's armor is impregnable.
He has a complex.
You can't do any damage with the weapons you've got. Rex uses the latest advances in compound armor. The only way you can pierce it is with a high-performance heat round. So
I hate how helpful he is because I don't like anything about him.
Like a VR system. It's got multiple sensors connected to a high-tech interface used for the controls. It's completely self-enclosed and shut off from the outside environment.
I want to work out to this music one day.
Using his naked eyes?
I could run to this.
Right. So if you could somehow destroy the sensors, do you see that round plate on Rex's left arm?
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing that looks like a shield.
That's a radome. If you can destroy that thing, it won't be able to use its electronic equipment.
So he'll be blinded.
Yeah, try to hit that radome with a Stinger missile.
So that will stop it?
No. Rex was designed so it can be controlled manually, too.
Great.
Great.
The beam where the pilot seat is. In an emergency, it'll open up. Rex's armor is perfect. You can't destroy it.
You told me that already.
But the interior is a different story.
I get it. First I destroy the radome. That will force him to open up the pilot's seat.
Right. If you can shoot a Stinger missile into the cockpit, you'll destroy the computer control system.
You intentionally designed it with a weak point?
It's not a weak point. I like to think of it as a character flaw.
It's shit like that. You had a job to do, dog.
Character flaw, don't you think?
You're supposed to make a perfect weapon. And you so caught up in anime, you do a character flaw. I hate you. But you're so helpful that I like you. You'll find out why I don't like him in later games, I'm telling you. Hal is not a great person. Oh man, I didn't know you could shoot that thing without aiming it. Wow. I just love this music. Got it. And he had a little bit of life left. Good job.
Did that do it?
I remember this part!
Damn! Nice try, Snake! Die!
And then the ninja pops out. And then the big gun can't shoot it.
Grey Fox.
The name from long ago. It sounds better than Deep Throat.
So it is you.
You look terrible, Snake. You haven't aged well.
Yeah, Tony Stark eats her heart out. Only game with a random ninja.
Fox, why? What do you want from me?
I am a prisoner of death. Only you can free me.
Fox, stay out of this. What about Naomi? She's hell-bent on taking revenge for you.
Naomi?
You're the only one who can stop her.
No, I can't.
Why?
Because I'm the one who killed her parents.
Oh man, plot twist after plot twist.
And couldn't bring myself to kill her too.
Forgot how many there
So
were.
bad that I decided to take her with me. I raised her like she was my own blood to soothe my guilty conscience. Even now she thinks of me as her brother.
Fox.
From the outside, we might have seemed like a happy brother and sister, but every time I looked at her, I saw her parents' eyes staring back at me.
Damn.
For me, tell her that I was the one who did it.
There you are!
We're just about out of time. Here's a final present from Deep Throat. I'll stop it from moving.
What? I never got why he looks at the missiles like, what? Oh yeah, it's not a dick gun, it's a dick laser.
In the Middle East, we don't hunt foxes, we hunt jackals. Instead of foxhounds, we use Royal Harriers.
Fox.
How strong is that exoskeleton of yours? Snake, are you just going to sit by and watch him die?
Yo, for him to be as dope as a ninja as he is, such a dope ninja, and his gun sounds so terrible.
Impressive! You are indeed worthy of the codename Fox, but now you're finished!
No! Fire the stinger!
Fox, can you really shoot? You'll kill him too!
No. In front of you, I can finally die. After that,
no good. I can't do it.
Taken from the battle, neither truly alive nor truly dead.
It's no good. I can't do it.
Undying shadow in a world of light.
Can't shoot him.
But soon, it will finally end.
Damn!
Snake, we're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at. But at least I always fought for what I believed in.
Facts.
Snake, farewell.
So cinematic. And then the machine roared. He's just in the cockpit jiggling like this.
Foolish man. He prayed for death, and it found him. You see, you can't protect anyone, not even yourself. Die!
Shoot him right in the dick gun. Get away from the missiles, though. Oh my god. Supposed to run up under him, but you know.
Colonel, Fox is dead. I know. God rest his soul. Even a soldier needs more to live for than just fighting. Maybe if he'd found something else, he wouldn't have been so haunted. He was too simple, too pure. There was nothing in this world for him to believe in.
Damn.
He chose to believe only in himself. I guess you're right. A man like Fox is really only looking for his death. Yeah. If you ask me, there's no happiness to be gained in death. No
Not
peace
at all.
either. I'm gonna leave here alive. Good. I want that too.
It's a baller ass line. I'm gonna leave here alive. Don't get guilty on that. Whew. That last shot used to get me.
Snake, I'll crush you into dust.
It's over, bro. hell of an explosion. And this man is still walking shirtless to beat your ass. Like, come on. Badass villain. Vulcan Raven's still better, but a badass villain.
Sleeping late as usual. A snake. Liquid. You're still alive.
I won't die as long as you still live.
Too bad. It looks like your revolution was a failure.
Just because you've destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I'm done fighting.
Fighting? What are you really after?
A world where warriors like us are honored as we once were, as we should be.
That was Big Boss's fantasy.
It was his dying wish.
Facts.
When he was young, during the Cold War, the world needed men like
You'll learn
us.
about Big Boss in later games.
We were valued then.
Just
we were desired.
stick with it.
But things are different now. With all the lies and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to be. We're losing our place in a world that no longer needs us. A world that now spurns our very existence. You should know that as well as I do. After I launch this weapon and get our $1 billion, we'll be able to bring chaos and honor back to this world gone soft. Conflict will breed conflict.
Can't get over the arms.
New hatreds will arise. Then we'll steadily expand our sphere of influence.
But as long as there are people, there will always be war.
But the problem is balance. Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Is that the only reason?
Isn't it reason enough for warriors such as us?
I don't want that kind of world.
Ha! You lie. So why are you here then? Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors
Shirtless and
betray?
bloody, and it's just like,
Why
yo, this
did
is
you
intimidating as hell. Like,
Well,
like,
I
yeah,
will
my
tell
bad,
you
man.
then. You enjoy all the killing. That's why.
What?
Are you denying it? Haven't you already killed most of my comrades?
That was...
I watched your face when you did it. It was filled with the joy of battle.
You're wrong.
There's a killer inside you. You don't have to deny it. We were created to be that way.
Created?
Les Enfants Terribles. The terrible
Plot
children.
explanation right
That's
here.
what the project was called. It started in the 1970s. Their plan was to artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was the man known then as the greatest living soldier in the world.
Big Boss.
But father was wounded in combat and already in a coma when they brought him in. So they created us from his cells, with a combination of 20th century analog cloning and the super baby method.
Wait.
Super baby.
Oh.
They fertilized an egg with one of father's cells, and then let it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred the clones to someone's uterus and later intentionally aborted 6 of the fetuses to encourage strong fetal growth. You and I were originally octuplets.
Octuplets?
Yes.
I knocked over
The
Bill
other 6
Lumbergh,
of our
guys.
brothers were sacrificed to make us. We were accomplices in murder before the day we were even born. So it was you and I, 2 fertilized eggs with exactly the same DNA. But they weren't finished yet. They used me as a guinea pig to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed. To create you. I got all of the recessive genes. You took everything from me before I was even born.
Damn.
But
I don't know what to do with that
you
from.
and I aren't his only children.
What?
The Genome Soldiers. They too are his progeny, carrying on his genetic legacy. But they're different. They're digital. With the completion of the Human Genome Project, the mysteries of humanity were laid bare.
The Genome Soldiers.
That's right.
Oh man, they have
are
a whole
our
cutscene that
brothers,
they just took
created
out.
artificially through the alignment of nucleotides to mimic our father's genes.
He really does.
They too are the product of
really is a
numerous
jealous person.
sacrifices.
Sacrifices?
Human experiments. Have you ever heard of the asymmetry theory?
Very smart though.
Nature tends to favor asymmetry. Those species which have gone extinct all show signs of symmetry. The genome soldiers suffer from the same problem. Signs of symmetry. So do I. As do you. That's right. We are all on the verge of death at the genetic level. We don't know when or what type of disease will occur. That's why we need the old man's genetic information.
You want Big Boss's DNA so you can save your family? It's very touching.
In nature, family members don't mate with each other, and yet they help each other to survive. Do you know why? It increases the chance that their genes will be passed on to a new generation. Altruism among blood relatives is a response to natural selection. It's called the selfish gene theory.
You're telling me that your genes are ordering you to save the genome soldiers?
You can't fight your genes. It's fate. All living things are born for the sole purpose of passing on their parents' genes. That's why I'll follow what my genes tell me. And
My
then
genes
I'm
say
going
Levi's.
to go beyond.
I had to do it. I had to do it.
In
I'm
order
sorry.
to break the
I'm gonna
curse
leave.
of my heritage. And to
Okay,
do
that was
that, first, I will kill you.
It
Look
gets worse
behind
too
you.
with the jealousy.
Meryl!
There's Meryl.
Is she alive?
I'm not sure. She was alive a few hours ago. Poor girl kept calling your name.
Meryl.
Stupid woman. Falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name.
I have a name.
No! We have no past, no future, and even if we did, it wouldn't be truly ours. You and I are just copies of our father, Big Boss.
Let Meryl go.
As soon as we've finished our business,
Yeah, he'll
we're
keep your
almost out of
genes.
time.
You're talking about Fox Die.
No. It seems now that the Pentagon knows that Metal Gear is destroyed. They've arrived at a decision. They won't even need a BDA. If you want the details, why don't you ask your precious Colonel Campbell?
Colonel,
This
can you hear
motherfucker.
me?
Yes, I'm listening.
What is the Pentagon trying to do? Colonel, answer me.
The Secretary of Defense has taken over active control of this operation. He's on his way there by AWACS.
What for?
To bomb the place.
What?
Not only that, B-2 bombers just lifted off from Galena Air Force Base.
Good God, man.
They're carrying B-6113 surface-piercing tactical nuclear bombs.
What? Metal Gear is destroyed. Tell the Secretary of Defense.
The Secretary of Defense heard that Naomi double-crossed us, and he's worried about Fox Die. Now that
He's
there's
worried
no more
about-
danger of a nuclear strike from Metal Gear, he's going to do whatever's necessary to cover up the truth of what really happened here.
He's going to drop a nuclear bomb to vaporize all the evidence along with anyone who knows anything.
Don't worry, Snake. I'll stop the nuclear strike.
How?
I may only be a figurehead here, but I'm still officially in command of this mission. If I issue an order to delay the strike, it'll confuse the chain of command and at least buy you some time. It'll give you a chance to escape.
But, Colonel, if you do that...
It's okay, Snake. The truth is, Foxhound was already the subject of an undercover investigation.
Oh, wow.
Meryl was transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as a way of manipulating me.
And that's why she keeps getting captured.
Bastards.
I'm sorry. They forced me to cooperate in exchange for her life. You better get out of there, Snake.
Are you sure? It'll be bad for you.
Don't worry. It's the least I can do for you, after all the lies.
Colonel.
Facts.
I'm ordering them to cancel the bombing run. After that, there's no turning back. What? What are you doing? What?
That whole family tree is just
Li-Ling, what happened to the
oh,
Colonel?
getting captured, motherfuckers, man.
What happened?
Snake the Colonel!
Roy Campbell has been relieved of duty.
This is the Secretary of Defense, Jim Houseman. Put the Colonel back on. He's been placed under arrest for leaking top-secret information and for the crime of high treason. Ridiculous. Yes,
Plot
he's a
twist after
ridiculous
plot
man.
twist. This is Hideo Kojima
He
at
truly
his
believed
best.
that he was in command of this operation. You bastard. There won't be a speck of evidence left. I'm sure the President would want the same thing. President ordered this? President is a busy man. I have complete authority here. How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media? Don't worry. We've prepared a convincing cover story. We'll simply say that the terrorists exploded a nuclear device. Smart. You'll be murdering everyone here. The scientists, the Genome Army, everyone. Donald, the DARPA chief, is already dead. So, you didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all? He was my friend. And you could care less about what happens to everybody else, huh? Well, if you give me the optic disc, I might consider saving them. What are you talking about?
Just a
Metal
dick.
Gear's test data. Donald was supposed to bring it back. I don't have it. I see. Oh well, that's okay. You two are an embarrassment.
In such a
from the
pretentious way.
1970s.
Oh well.
Our country's dirty little secret. You can't be allowed to live. Well, the bombs will be dropping soon, and you two have a lot of catching up to do. Farewell.
There's no way out for us. Let's finish this before the airstrike. You stole everything from me. Only your death can satisfy me. Only your death can return to me what is rightly mine.
Y'all about to hate me. Y'all about to hate
You'll
me.
make a beautiful sacrifice
Y'all
for our
about to hate me.
final battle.
But I'm sorry. We have reached our time, ladies and gentlemen. Cliffhangers. I love myself for that. Oh, man. Well, guys, solid hour and a half. We got probably about another 30 minutes, 45, actually probably about another hour once you count all the cutscenes left. So next week, we will finish up for sure. You get to see the thrilling conclusion. And I think we have about 3 more plot twists. I'm pretty sure we're at like 5 or 6 at this point. But good God, do we have a whole lot of them. Liquid Snake, man, with the biggest jealousy issues in the world. Oh, man, you're invested. Well, I mean, if you want me to, I can keep going. I can keep going. Should we keep this train rolling? Keep the train rolling? You know what? You know what? Let's go ahead and break time, guys. Let's go ahead and break time. Let's go ahead and break time. Oh, we'll keep it going.
Do you see this? It will be the time limit for our final battle. This nuclear module is set to detonate at the precise moment of her death.
Here we go.
If you win, you might still be able to save her. You could enjoy one brief moment of love before the end.
That's an awkward
If you
statement.
cross this line, you'll fall. At this height, it will kill even you.
We got another 30.
How about you, Snake?
We're gonna make it. I forgot about that bum rush. The bum rush used to get me. That bull crap. Yeah, brief moment of love. That's a haunting thing to say. Like, Alright, so you kicked this man off a veritable cliff.
Meryl.
I never noticed that. You can see her nips.
Meryl?
Snake, is that you?
Hot diggity, she's alive.
Snake, oh, you're alive. Thank God.
Meryl.
Sounds like they're having a brief moment of love.
Meryl, are you okay?
Are you okay? Is that all you can say?
Meryl, it must have been terrible.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. I didn't give in to the torture.
Torture?
And things even worse than that. I was fighting too. Just like you.
You're a strong woman.
Fighting them made me feel closer to you. I felt like you were there with me.
Yo, that is an 80s blowout too.
But I was scared.
I haven't seen that haircut since the
Don't
first
say that.
Marvel Avengers movie with Scarlett Johansson. And even then,
But
wasn't
it
her hair
made me
straight?
realize something.
So yeah.
During all the pain and shame,
She is a
there was
freak.
one thing I was sure of.
On top of the robot,
Single
nips
hope
is hard.
that
Look
I
at
held
that.
And that hope kept me alive.
How did she move after being shot? What happened to her hand?
I wanted to see you again.
Meryl.
We'll say she is strong because she got shot in both legs.
That's my Kodak.
Snake, it's me.
Otacon, good news. Meryl's okay.
All right. You saved her, man. Good job.
I got some bad news, too. We're about to be bombed.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy. I guess we're considered expendable.
Is there a way out of here?
A way out? Yeah. You can take the loading tunnel to the surface. There's a parking garage right next to you. The tunnel leads from there to the surface.
The door in front?
Y'all,
No, it's a
you're
small
gonna
entrance
think
to
I'm
the
just
west of
hating
that
on
door.
Hal because.
How about the security?
But I'm
I
telling
just
you,
unlocked it.
there
Who
are
do you think you're
reasons
talking
I
to?
don't like this dude.
I'll take care of security
The
along your
Sniper
escape
Wolf
route,
part
too.
is annoying
What are you
enough.
going to do?
The fact
Me?
that you
I
shot Meryl
I'll
like
stay
5
here.
times.
Are you
Don't kill her.
crazy?
She's lung shot. And
I
no,
need a little
man,
more
love
time
on
to
the
take care of
battlefield,
your
this ain't the
escape
time for
route.
that.
But
1.
Unlocking the
2,
security doors is
everything
difficult
that happens
work.
in every
Only
game so
I
far.
can do it.
I just can't with this
Otacon.
guy.
Don't worry.
He-
I'm
oh.
staying here. It's my own decision.
And I know he's helpful.
Otacon,
I know
this
he's
is a hardened
helpful,
shelter,
just-
but they're going to use a
Can't
surface-piercing
wait for y'all
nuclear
to
bomb.
see.
It won't hold.
I'm through regretting the past. Life isn't all about loss, you know. Snake, I'm a complete person now. I've found a reason to live.
Good. Don't die on me.
Same to you. Take care of Meryl, okay?
Whatever it takes, I guess,
I
bro.
will.
Okay, I gotta go. I promise I'll do something about your escape route.
Thanks.
Thanks? Well, that sounds nice.
I believe in you.
Thanks, Snake.
Say one more nice thing. Oh.
Let's get the hell out of here.
What about him? Where's Otacon?
He's
She said it like that.
fighting right now. With his old self. To be the man he wants to be.
He's fighting for us too?
Yeah. And I don't want it to be in vain.
Me too.
Actually, we don't have much longer to go. I was wrong. Oh, man.
Meryl.
See? Shout out to you, Dylan. That vote, you got it.
Snake.
Meryl. It started.
I must be heavy.
Looks like we're not gonna have a love scene after all.
Looks that way. Too bad.
Were y'all actually gonna do that?
Let's get out of here.
Snake,
she is
it's
strong as hell.
freezing
She's
outside.
walking
You
through
need
there.
some clothes.
There's my sneaking suit.
Hurry up.
She in a full-on sprint after getting shot in both legs. Where did she get a vest from?
Looking good, Snake.
Now is not the time.
I'll drive. Damn, a surveillance camera.
That's why you always getting caught.
Damn, no keys. All right, keys. I got it, Snake. Jump in. Snake, hold on.
Yo, she got in the back of the car and started playing man. Yes, she is. It's just at the wrong time, Peter. That's what kills me with the looking good thing. Like, yo, this ain't the time. Like, purely, like, this ain't the time for all that, Meryl. Later. Meanwhile, this motherfucker won't die. British and pissed off just. I love the car chases in this game.
Meryl, are you okay?
Yeah, just a little shook up.
Meryl, can you move?
It's no good. I can't move.
What happened to Liquid?
I can't see him either.
Liquid's dead. Uh-oh.
I can see everything. This game is so damn good. That's that. Look. That is that. I never noticed the hand opening before.
If he's dead, that means...
Don't say it, Snake.
What happened to the air raid? No stealth bombers in sight.
Snake, can you hear me? Colonel, are you okay? Colonel, what happened? The Secretary of Defense has been arrested.
Ooh.
Early retirement.
Arrested?
I was able to get into contact with the President. Metal Gear, the training exercise, all of it. It was all the Secretary of Defense acting alone.
Acting alone? What happened to the air raid and the nuclear strike?
The orders were rescinded. The F-117s and the B-2 Spirits have returned to the base. Once again, I have complete authority over this operation.
I see.
Washington isn't stupid enough to use nukes to cover up a few secrets.
I wonder about that.
In any case, the danger's over. Thanks, Snake.
He says it so
Colonel,
casually, but we're all thinking.
You can rest easy. Meryl's fine.
Really?
She does.
Thanks. Thank you, Snake.
Especially when she said, "Don't say it, Snake." Like that part.
I'm sorry,
Don't say
I kept a lot of things from you.
Oh, Chucky was such a good movie,
Colonel.
too.
Snake, I'm not a colonel. Oh, that's right. I've got a present for you. There's a snowmobile close to you. Mei Ling saw it on the satellite photos. This time of year, the glaciers are pretty calm. You should be able to ride right out of there. I'll bet the boys at the DIA and the NSA never expected you to come home alive.
Me neither. I better not show my face around here.
No danger of that. You two officially died after your Jeep sank into the ocean.
That's not too far from the truth.
Facts.
Also, there's a helicopter waiting for you on Fox Island.
Of all
Dr.
islands.
Hal Emmerich should be somewhere on the base. I want someone to bring him in.
I understand. Leave it to me.
Okay, Roy. Are you gonna be okay?
Don't worry. I've got an insurance policy. A hard copy of all Mei Ling's data. As long as I've got that, you, me, and Mei Ling will be fine.
The battery on these nanomachines will run out soon. They won't be able to follow us.
I guess we won't meet again.
Don't worry. I'll pay you a visit sometime.
Really? I'll look forward to that.
Roy, just tell me one thing.
Man.
What?
About Fox Die.
Meryl will be fine. She wasn't included in its programming.
What about me? It killed Liquid.
He wasn't asking about
Naomi
Meryl
said
at
that
all.
she wants to talk to you face to face about that.
How is she?
Don't worry. Mei Ling is with her right now. I'm switching over to Naomi.
Snake, it's me.
Naomi.
I heard about my brother.
I'm sorry. But he had one last message he wanted to say to you.
What?
He told me to tell you to forget about him and to go on with your own life.
Frankie said that?
Not exactly, but close.
Yeah.
Close.
He also
yeah.
said he'll
Close.
always love you. Naomi, your brother just saved you, me, and the whole world. He fought with every ounce of strength in his body.
Maybe. Maybe now he's finally found some peace. He wasn't really my brother anymore.
Nope.
Ever since he fought with you in Zanzibar, he's been like a ghost.
He was kind of dead, but alright.
A ghost looking for a place to die.
That's that is.
Naomi.
I don't know if I can feel bad
Liquid
for her.
died from Fox Die too. What about me? When am I gonna go?
That's up to you.
What do you mean?
Everybody dies when their time is up.
Yeah, so when's mine up?
It's up to you how you use the time left to you. Live, Snake. That's all I can say to you.
How'd they get from the car?
Each person is born with their fate written into their own genetic code. It's unchangeable, immutable. But that's not all there is to life. I finally realized that. I told you before the reason that I was interested in genes and DNA. Because I wanted to know who I was. Where I came from.
Facts.
I thought that if I analyzed my DNA,
Who
I could
picks up
find
his
out
body?
who I was, who my parents were. And I thought that if I knew that, then I'd know what path I should take in life. But I was wrong. I didn't find anything.
Instead, you
didn't
created
learn
like the most
anything.
deadly virus ever.
Just like with the genome soldiers, you can input all the genetic information, but that doesn't make them into the strongest soldiers. The most we can say about DNA is that it governs a person's potential strengths, potential destiny. You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live.
That's a good final lesson for like the whole thing, though. Like if we're being real,
Snake,
that's the
whether
bar.
or not you're in the Fox Die program isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live. Don't you think, Snake? Don't worry. I'm going to choose life too. Until today, I've always looked for a reason to live. But from here on, I'm going to just live.
Okay, yeah. Because I believe you.
Pass down our hopes and dreams for the future through our children. Living is a link to the future. That's how all life works. Loving each other, teaching each other. That's how we can change the world. I finally realized it. The true meaning of life. Thank you, Snake.
Look, I found this.
Let's keep it as a reminder.
Of what? A reminder of a successful mission?
What the hell was
The
it?
first time we met.
Is that the bandana?
A reminder of how to live.
Limited ammo.
Huh?
Until today, I've lived only for myself. Survival has been the only thing I cared about in my life.
That's not just you. That's how everyone is.
I only felt truly alive when I was staring death in the face.
Not wrong.
I don't know. Maybe it's written into my genes.
What about now? What do your genes say about your future now?
Maybe it's time I live for someone else.
Someone else?
Yeah. Someone like you. Maybe that's the real way to live.
Never said her, though. Someone like her. That chin.
So, where to, Snake?
David. My name's David.
Okay. So where to, Dave?
Said David, not Dave. Like, come on, get it right.
I think it's time we look for a new path in life.
A new path?
A new purpose.
She loves them jeans.
We'll find it. I
Try to
know
get
we'll
in them
find
jeans.
it.
What are those?
Caribou. To the Aleutians, the caribou is a symbol of life. It'll be spring here soon.
For us too.
There's caribou in this game?
Spring brings new life to everything.
Damn, I
it's a
missed
time
that.
for hope. I've lived here a long time, but Alaska has never looked more beautiful. The sky, the sea, the caribou, and most of all, you.
Okay, there it is. There's the you.
I think I'm gonna like this new life.
Come on. Let's enjoy life.
They ride off, scare the caribou, and then enjoy some life. Okay. Now it's not over. It's not over. It's not over. Where's it at? Here it is, guys. Here it is. Just like Marvel, you have to wait till after the credits roll. So, here's the last piece of the puzzle, guys. And then later this year, we'll do Metal Gear 2. Pay attention. Close attention.
You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes.
Meryl wants the genes.
Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live.
Wait for it. Think it's over, but it's not.
Yes, sir. The entire unit was wiped out. Those two are still alive. The Vector? Yes, sir. Fox Die should become activated soon. Right on schedule. Yes, sir. I recovered all of Rex's dummy warhead data. No, sir. My cover is intact. Nobody knows who I really am. Yes, the DARPA chief knew my identity, but he's been disposed of. Yes, the inferior one was the winner after all. That's right. Until the very end, Liquid thought he was the inferior one.
Boom!
Yes, sir, I agree completely. It takes a well-balanced individual such as yourself to rule the world. No, sir. No one knows that you were the third one, Solidus. What should I do about the woman? Yes, sir. I'll keep her under surveillance. Yes. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. President.
Ooh, Hideo Kojima with the plot twist. Bro, alright. Shout out to you, Kefka Productions. Good job with everything. Good job with that cut, the edit. Man, you did it great. Shout out to Dylan for sticking by with the energy. I appreciate that. And you got the plot twist at the end. And yes, the funny ass jokes. Yeah, comment of the day. She seems very interested in his jeans. Yes. All right, y'all. Well, look, man, it's been real. It's been fun. This has been great. I'm glad we actually finished the rest of the thing. Like I said, shout out for the energy. Thank you so much. Yeah, we got up to a few. We got up to a few people today. That was nice. That was nice. A few new people too. Great. Well, as always, I am Mr. Kid Classic, and I will be back next week, next Thursday, Friday, somewhere in there. We would just check the schedule. I'll be sure to send something out. In the meantime, follow me at Kid Classic Customs. That is Kid Classic Customs on Instagram. No place else. Man, look, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Everybody. If you take away anything from what we just watched, you're not chained to fate. You create everything that you want to create in life. And this is me trying to create something in life. You know what I mean? Anyway, stay out of other people's jeans, y'all. Goodbye. Love y'all. Peace.